DJs BrewTube beer review. Well, you see we got a nice little bottle in front of us. What beer do we have today, Johnny?
We're going Morgan Freeman style tonight.
That's right.
We're going not to the wormhole.
No.
We're going to the Black Hole.
That's right. Now this little gem we've dubbed from Johnny's cellar.
Yes.
It
was a Christmas present.
Yes. The wifey called me.
Yeah.
His missus said, "What do I buy, Johnny?" Oh, you want me to do a beer list? No problem. So we put 2012 vintage Mikkeller Black Hole on here. Now, you guys probably know a whole bunch about this. It's brewed at De Prof in Belgium, blah, 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 all that stuff because Mikkeller's a gypsy brewer. Now,
Blah, blah, blah.
I haven't seen this beer around a lot like used to, so maybe they're not brewing it as much. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it got sucked into the black hole.
Could be. Or the black hole of like the 9 million different beers that Mikkeller brews because they're a gypsy brewer and they can do that. So,
exactly.
I will open this for us and you tell them all the alcohol by volume and stuff.
All right. It is 13.1% alcohol by volume, which is like 6 point something more than it was. I had the beer geek breakfast or whatever the other day. I'm giving that one like a 70. The IBUs are 45 to 80, and then there's like a 70.
Oh, that's the actual. I figured out the actual after with more geek research.
Ah, okay. Hey, did you know that the ingredients in this, there's water.
Hey!
And malt.
Yes.
And roasted barley. Wow, there's floated oats.
Plate.
Oh, yeah, your K looks like a T. There's a dark cassonade. That's a sugar.
Yeah.
Honey, coffee, vanilla, and wouldn't you know, how do they make beer without yeast?
Hey! So this sounds like basically like a fortified stout. They took the stout base and they pumped it with 2 different kinds of adjunct sugar. So, I've heard really great things about this, and I've heard other people say it's okay. So, let's get a nose on it, or actually an appearance first. It is
Beer.
Yes, and it is black, just like the name suggests. Nice glass lacing, really tight bubbles on that khaki head. It's dark head, actually, gone up to like about a quarter finger. Looks pretty decent in the glass. Lots of alcohol legs too. No light coming through it, as the name suggests. Let's see what the aroma's about.
Much better than the other one.
Dark fruits, chocolate, toffee, caramel. You can smell faint in the coffee in the background. This is a 2-year-old beer, so. But it's there. A lot of dark fruits, a lot of like cherries and raisins and currants.
Nice chocolate. There's chocolate coming through.
Yeah, like I'm getting dark chocolate, like a lot of like chocolate liquor almost.
Exactly.
Nice. Time to dive in. He already has. Cheers.
You know, I get that honey taste pretty quick. There's a nice. You could either call it coffee or call it chocolate, whatever you want. Roastedness to this.
I'm surprised the coffee is that present for 2 years. But to me, I get a lot of honey and a lot of like cherry, like
and that's why I think
dark fruity cherry.
You know, I'm wondering how much of that comes from the actual coffee and not from the roasted barley.
True.
So, I mean, that's why I'm saying there's more of a chocolatey than coffee flavor.
Now the alcohol is really well hidden. There's none in the aroma. I'm surprised. You get a little bit of like a liqueur feeling, but it's not like an astringent alcohol.
It's almost like a cherry liqueur.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
A bonbon.
Yeah, like the inside like liquid, or if you get one of those like alcoholic chocolates at Christmas, exactly. It's like that.
Yeah, like you gave me a couple of years ago.
Of course. I always get booze gifts, by the way. If someone gets something for me, it's booze related. I don't know why.
And the thing is that dark cassonade sugar really comes through. I mean, it's sweet. It gives it that sweetness. And the honey gives it another type of sweetness, another flavor. I really like it compared to the other day.
The mouthfeel's okay. It's like a medium full mouthfeel. It could use a little more oomph, like maybe a little more oat to it. But
it's a light to medium for me.
But for what it is, I'm really surprised how well the 13.1% is hidden. I mean, this is very drinkable and dangerous for what's bringing to the party or big booze. But I think it's a pretty tasty beer.
I do too.
Especially with 2 years in the cellar.
So our buddies over at Rate Beer, they gave it a, let's see, it's 13.1.
Oh, it's got to be 100 or 98.
And you got 100.
That's right.
And that was fresh, and that was cumulative.
Cumulative.
Oh, I thought it was cumulative.
No, we don't need to talk about that.
Okay. And the dudes over at Beer Advocate, theirs was fresh and cumulative, and they gave it an 86. You know, being fresh, not sure. I would say I'm going to give it a 91.
91, so that's like A minus?
A minus.
I think I'm going to go with that A minus, somewhere like 91, 92, something in that range. And for me, the only thing that lets this beer down is the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
For being a 13.1% beer, you'd think it'd be bigger, but I think they derive that alcohol kick by using that adjunct sugar as opposed to a malt bill. It's not a bad beer. I really like the yeast esters of the dark fruits and everything. I enjoy that in a beer, and it is very drinkable. If you see this one, I would drink this again. It's not a cheap beer by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is like a $16 beer or something like that.
You know, the sugars, the honey, you know, like I said, I think the coffee, chocolate, like I said, more of the chocolate comes through, I think, and that's from the roasted barley. Mm-hmm. The vanilla is very faint for me, but for me, that sugar and that honey really come through, and and that dark fruit gives it that cherry liqueur. You kind of feel that, like cherry liqueur. You can feel it like in the middle of your tongue. Now, I don't know if I would bet fresh, the coffee probably balances that out a lot more, and the yeast doesn't have time to give off all those esters, like due to the oxidation over time. But I think it's a really tasty brew. It's worth exploring. If you haven't had it, try it. And I hear that the barrel-aged versions are better. They make like a tequila, but they're really hard to find. Like I said, I haven't seen Mikkeller around here for a long time. So, if you guys have had this, you can have it. Looks like
they
took a dump.
Like a big chunk in the bottom, the center of the little false bottom of the bottle here. But if you guys have had this, let us know what you think. I haven't seen a lot of reviews of this lately, but if you've had it in the past, let us know. We'd like to hear your opinion too, not just ourselves talk. Though once we drink more, we'd probably like to hear ourselves talk more.
Yeah.
Yes. So the next DJs BrewTube, remember what you got to do. You got to think globally, drink locally, and
send us more beer.
Yes, and support the craft beer movement so we can have more cool beers from our gypsy brewer friends like Mikkeller. So to the next DJs BrewTube, we got nothing but a bunch of love for you. And what we got for that guy? A big what?
A big ball.
That's right. And peace.